like, I should be bragging, but I'm like, how did that happen?
What did I do?
My boyfriend, I feel like I wouldn't go back and be recording. Like, oh, mon chum, my blonde. How long you been with your blonde? 27 years, 31 years. It's like, oh, just give me here.
Plenty of room. Splendid. Not like we don't have lots of wine.
Right. Oh, but then you get to save,
Right?
favorites, and you open the other one.
Yeah.
It doesn't go bad.
That's true. We have a big red meritage for tomorrow night, which is...
Is tomorrow night's a big night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you cooking or?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Can't get her out of the house because she teaches during the morning and then kind of just sleeps for the day kind of thing, so I can't get her out of the house. We could go to dinner or something, but the kid might be home, so who knows?
It's
a call.
restaurant to home. Yeah. It's all good though, right? As long as you're together.
Yes. Yes. Totally is.
With presents though.
Yeah.
And wine.
And if
Yes.
there's no presents, then I'm just moving out.
Yeah.
I'm taking the dog with me. Me and George against
And the
wine.
And the wine.
Taking my meritage.
Right. Oh yeah. That Grammars of Meritage, you better believe it. Yeah. So good. I will bring one in eventually. It's like a $25 bottle of wine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We'll wait
She's
until.
worth it.
Yeah. It'll be like
We're not, but she is.
That's on tape, so that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I don't know if I can live up to a $25 bottle of wine.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's get
I
through
feel
this
bad.
first.
Yeah.
Well,
We
okay.
apologize to the wine.
I didn't
So
say
it's
that.
not worthy. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, here we go.
Alright.
All right.
Commanding voice. As always.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Achoo!
More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman.
Whoosh!
Yes, it's Superman, strange visitor from the planet Krypton who came to Earth with amazing physical powers far beyond those of mortal men, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, wages a never-ending battle for truth and justice. Today, Superman, in his guise of Clark Kent, drops a figurative bombshell into the lap of editor Perry White, mayor of Metropolis, when he says...
Ow! Oh, that's me.
Okay.
I'm sure I know the answer to this, Batman, Mr. Now Chief.
You do.
Yes. I'm convinced that the man we thought was Batman and who's been making un-American speeches the last few days is not Batman at all.
Not Batman.
I mean, he's an impersonator. A fake.
Dun, dun.
Alright, gang. Wow. We just leave him hanging and then we go into the news announcement. Get set now for more Superman contest winners. You may be among these, so listen carefully. Becky, Suzanne, Steve, Audrey, and Matt.
Ooh.
Now, that's all for now. More later in the program, so keep listening.
And now, the adventures of Superman. Superman's two great friends, Batman and Robin, are involved in a strange and baffling mystery.
That's what they're calling it.
Twice, the famous Batman has disappeared, and now, Robin too has disappeared. And Superman believes the youngster was led into an ambush by Batman's impersonator. In his guise of reporter Clark Kent, Superman has concocted a spectacular plan.
Wow.
And spectacular.
If he does say so himself.
And as we join him now, he is seeking the cooperation of Perry White, his former editor on the Daily Planet, and now, mayor of Metropolis.
Out.
You see, Chief, I'm certain the real Batman has either been killed or is being held prisoner somewhere while this phony goes around pretending to be Batman and falsely drumming up public opinion against aid to Europe.
Oh, nonsense. I don't care how clever he is. He couldn't fool Robin.
Oh?
Why? Those two are closer than... than...
Let's
two peas in a pod.
I
Great
know,
friends.
Chief, but still he fooled him. He even fooled me!
You! That doesn't prove anything.
That's what you think. But how about this? You think the real Batman would slug Robin? Knock him unconscious, then leave him lying on the floor and walk out?
Well, I'll admit that's hard to understand.
Maybe it's their thing.
It's a safe word. Batarang.
And would the real Batman make public speeches saying, "Let the hungry children in Europe starve"?
No, of course not.
Well!
Well, no decent person would or could, but something may have happened to him. Kent, he He may be sick.
He may have become president.
Well, that's what I thought until Robin disappeared last night.
You're right. Oh, just a minute. Hello? Yes, Inspector. Any word of Robin? Nothing, eh?
Uh-oh, look, Chief, ask him if he's got...
Yes, he's here. Just a minute. Henderson wants to talk to you, Kent.
Oh, okay. Hello, Inspector. Did you find... Yes, they weren't, huh? Well, that proves it then.
Proves what?
Just a minute, Chief. Well, maybe not. Well, maybe not positively, but negatively. Right. I'll see you later, Inspector. Thanks for calling. So long.
Click.
What were you talking about?
Henderson's men checked the real Batman's fingerprints, which they have in their files, with all the prints they could find in the hotel room occupied in Willow Falls last night by the man who calls himself Batman.
Batman always wears a glove. Yes? Did they check?
No, that definitely proves this fellow is an imposter, just as I said.
Not necessarily. Batman may not have left any fingerprints in the hotel room. The prints may have been someone else's.
Ooh, well, I'll admit a fingerprint test may not be conclusive, but it's good enough for me, plus all the other evidence we have. Now, will you back me up in this plan to find Robin and the real Batman, or won't you?
Wait a minute. What plan?
You remember that
It's spectacular.
It's spectacular. You remember that recording I found in Batman's study? A recording of a conversation between Batman and a man who called himself Jones?
Why, yes. What about it?
Well, I'm convinced that Jones is responsible for Batman's disappearance, and
Why?
Because Jones had a hold on Batman. I can't tell you what it is.
What was he holding?
I can't tell you what it is, except it was a secret Batman didn't want revealed. And I'm sure Jones used his knowledge to make Batman go away with him.
Well, that could be. Go on.
Well, I've heard this Jones's voice somewhere. I can't remember where, but I'm certain he's rather well known, likely under a different name. So I want to have a duplicate. I want to have duplicates made of the recording and play it over the Daily Planet radio station and on other stations all over the country. Then I want to offer a big prize, say $10,000. To the person who can identify Jones.
$10,000.
I know. That's a lot of money, but we need a big prize to get everyone listening. And it'll be well worth it if we find Batman and Robin.
Well, that's the wildest notion even you ever came up with, Kent.
No, Chief, look.
No, but it just might work.
It will also.
That'll be a terrific news story for the planet. Go ahead. Hop to it.
Now you're talking, Chief. I'll get working on it at once.
Sting!
I'm a little anxious that he's the mayor and he's running a newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Conflict of interest there.
Perhaps.
Not for him.
As Clark Kent hurries to set his plan in motion to identify the mysterious Mr. Jones, the real Batman and Robin, united once more, are prisoners in a stout, square old building, far upstate in the midst of a lonely farmland, which had once been a prisoner of war barracks in the days of the Revolution.
I believe it's Revolution.
Heavy rusted leg shackles are fastened around the ankles of the dynamic duo, they're used to it, and forged to stout iron staples in the
So
wall
much
beams,
stout.
allowing them freedom of movement only for a foot or two in each direction. Clunkety clank.
Clink,
Clink, clink, clink, clink, clink, clink.
Oh, gee, Batman. I sure was stupid not to realize that the guy who was posing as you was a phony, and how I let him lead me into the ambush at the River Hotel like a little lamb going to slaughter.
Jesus, Robin!
Laying on a little thick there, Finn.
Yeah. Don't blame yourself, Robin. That guy, Mr. Jones, is very clever.
Well, I should have known he wouldn't slug me, though, or make un-American speeches, or say,
What?
I'll bet that's what Mr. Kent meant.
Kent.
Uh-huh. He said something fishy was going on, that either you were sick in the head, or there was another explanation which he was gonna check. Now I'm sure he guessed the truth.
Could be. Kent's pretty smart, but I'm afraid he guessed too late.
Well, maybe not. I bet he and Inspector Henderson will stay on the phony Batman's trail until he leads them right here to us.
He'll never leave them here.
Why not? You said the phony's working for Jones, didn't you? So, He's pretty sure to show up here sometime.
Yes, but he's already showed up here, Robin, and he wasn't tailed.
No kidding. When?
A couple hours ago when you were still under the chloroform they used on you.
Oh.
And if Ken Anderson had been on his trail, we'd be out of these chains by now.
Clang, 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 clang.
Much as you may admit.
Yeah, I guess we should. Ah, gosh, Batman, I don't get this. What's behind
It's
it?
simple, Robin. You see, Jones is a rotten fanatic, keeping everything home and letting Europe starve. And he's using the phony Batman to drum up public opinion against our helping anybody anywhere.
I love you. I know that. Why is he keeping us here? What does he intend to do to us?
Well, I think you'll find out. No, we'll find out as soon as Mr. Jones gets back. He's been away all night.
I see. Look, who's that guy? Who's the guy who calls himself Batman? Do you know?
No, except his real name is Ed.
Ed what?
I don't know, but he's getting scared. I heard him tell the others of the gang here he's got to see Jones at once.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
What gives?
Jones just came in.
How do you know?
I know his voice a mile away by now.
Yeah, I bet.
He's in the next room with the phony Batman. Come on, move up close to the wall.
All right. Do you think we...
Shh. Quiet. Don't breathe. Just listen hard. Maybe we can find out what Jones has on the fire for us now.
Straining at the end of their shackles, Batman and Robin press close against the wall. On the other side of which is the mysterious Mr. Jones and the false Batman. What will they hear? We'll be back in a moment to find out. Keep listening.
Stand by now for more contest winners. Here they are. Becky, Suzanne, Steve, Audrey, and Matt.
Ooh.
For like a minute and a half. And then, well, that's all we have time for today, gang. If you weren't among these, you may be on tomorrow's list, so don't fail to listen.
And now back to the adventures of Superman. In the ancient revolutionary prison barracks, Batman and Robin, heavy chain shackles on their ankles, are pressing their ears against a thin crack in the wall, beyond which is the mysterious Mr. Jones and the man who has been impersonating Batman.
Quiet now, Robin. Don't say a word.
I won't breathe, Batman.
Listen.
There's not a thing to worry about, Ed.
That's Jones, huh?
Yes. Quiet.
Not a thing, so relax.
That's what you think, Jones. I tell you, Clark Kent is wise to me, I'm sure of it.
He sounds just like you, Batman.
Oh, do I?
I doubt it, but even if he is, he won't be able to prove a thing.
How can you be sure? He may.
He won't, I tell you. Now, for one thing, you're not going to make any more speeches or even be seen for a long while, see?
Oh, why?
Because your speeches have already attracted nationwide attention.
It's like twins.
Newspapers all over the country are repeating what they think Batman said about letting Europe starve. He's helped our cause tremendously, you know.
What?
Amazing.
Filthy.
So now, you're gonna lie low, except for...
Wait. What about the real Batman and Robin? Seriously. I need more wine. We're playing with dynamite. The police all over the country are looking for Robin. And if Kid pops off, then I'm a phony. Wow. And I think he will.
Just leave everything to me, Ed. And don't worry about Batman and Robin.
Ratman.
They won't be with us much longer, see?
Ratman and Bobbin.
Uh-oh.
You mean you're gonna get rid of them?
Yes, tonight.
Oh, Batman.
Why wait till tonight? Why not?
Now? Because there's something they have to do for us first, see?
Oh. What's that?
Batman and Robin are gonna play an ace card for our cause, Ed. And at the same time, put us on easy street for the rest of our lives.
What does he mean, Batman?
I don't know, Robin, but it sounds bad.
And after that, tonight,
What is your voice?
they'll die.
Whoa, that's a huge drop.
Helpless, their hearts beating hard, Batman and Robin hear themselves condemned to death. What is the ace card which the mysterious Mr. Jones says Batman and Robin will play for him before they are eliminated? And what if Clark Kent's plan to locate his friends by trying to identify Jones' voice? Will that bring results in the brief space of the day that remains? Tomorrow's
Jesus.
episode is tense
That's
and
an
exciting,
awkward
fellas and girls, so be sure to listen. Tune in, same time, same station, for Chapter 7 of Batman's Great Mystery on The Adventures of Superman.
You could probably.
Pa!
So it's the Adventures of Superman, but it's all about Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
Alright,
Like,
back to
Don't forget that.
Okay.
Kent's like in the first couple of pages of his own play. And
Yeah.
then he's just